What's going on? YouTube's back at it. Second upper body day of the week. Here we go. Starting off with just some classics. Band pull apart. I need a new band. I was looking at this band the other day, and it is getting to the point where it looks like it's about to snap in my face. If you're ever looking for these, you can get these pretty cheap on Amazon. I kind of forget what they're called though. Flossing bands. Kelly Starrett kind of developed this whole. I don't know if he developed it, but he popularized flossing, where you wrap one of those bands around a joint and kind of go through the range of motion, and it can help loosen up joints and mobilize your fascia and whatnot. So yeah, you can grab those bands on Amazon, which is what I should probably go do in a minute here, because that red one is about to pop in my face. Hit some chin ups and still working these face pulls. I'm only using, I think, a 10-pound plate on these because I'm really focusing on getting the form down, which is getting the scaps fully retracted, trying to find a normal end range for the elbows, and then kind of pulling the hands over the top into external rotation. The reps that I hit correctly, you can really see my rear delt, my external rotators fire. And the ones that I don't hit correctly, you'll notice that kind of muscle contraction is absent. Yeah, I need this. I definitely need this. I haven't been able to do like regular dumbbell lateral raises in years. Something is wrong in my shoulder, both of my shoulders, where that movement just jacks me up, and it just grinds my rotator cuff. It's not doing me any favors to do it. It's not necessarily like 100% something I have to do for shoulder development or strength. So I'm just not going to do them until I can figure that out, which I probably never will. So I'm just going to keep working around it. But it seems like between these face pulls and that kind of lawnmower thing I was doing, the lawnmower row, I'm getting my delts pretty good. I was messing around with landmine presses as well today. It's something I never really do, but and I don't like them really, at least not from the standing position. I don't know if maybe I should have pre-fatigued the muscle. Maybe the weight wasn't heavy enough, but I don't really know what I was doing here. I didn't feel it in the chest. I didn't feel it in the shoulder. I felt it in the core, which is great. You know, that's awesome. But I didn't feel it in the chest or shoulder, which is what that movement was supposed to be. So I tried it kneeling next, and again felt it in the core, but I don't know. It's not exactly something I'm going to do again for chest and shoulder, I don't think. Cable row, single arm, a classic. If you ever struggle to feel lat contraction on a row, grab the one arm cable and you will feel your lats light up. At least I do. It's the row with a little bit of rotation as well. You can pull the elbow a little further back as you rotate, and I always feel it deep and low in the lat, all the way to the spine, from like the hip to the spine. It's one of my favorite movements. I've always done it. Anytime I've been using at like a conventional gym with a cable or whatever, I always try to work in the one arm cable row. So I tried the kneeling variation of the landmine press. I mean, you can see the core is on, core is lit up, which is great. You know, I'm all for that. I need all the core work I can get. But I didn't. Again, I didn't feel this in the chest or the shoulder. It was just me moving my arm and my core working as hard as it possibly could to keep me from falling over. Which again, whatever. That's fine. I'm not taking anything away from the movement. I thought it was great, but not for what I was looking for. I would rather sub in just a single arm dumbbell press, or just a dumbbell bench press. You'd get the same effect. It's time to rethink my programming again. I'm bored. I'm bored again. This is kind of a problem. I have a hard time if I don't have the program dialed in completely. I get bored very easily. So this program's kind of been mishmashed and all over the place, and I know that, and I've just been bored with it. I need to kind of rewrite it. We'll get there. I'll get it up next week. I've never done this exercise in my life. I wanted to try it. This is what you always see, like try this exercise. This is what Chris Hemsworth did for Thor, or this is what Wolverine did. I've never done this. This exercise is brutal. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I have no idea. But my core was lit up. Obliques, even the lats, the hip flexors, the glutes, everything was on fire. So I'm going to figure out how to do that exercise correctly. And I might start working that in for like a core finisher at the end of workouts. I really like that. It was a weird rotational. It was just a weird exercise. I don't even know how to describe it. If you've done this, comment below. Let me know if I'm doing this correctly. I think your arms are supposed to be straight and higher. It didn't matter. Let's put it that way. It didn't matter. My obliques and my hip flexors and my glutes and literally my arches, everything was exploding. So, again, I don't think I did it right. I probably should have dropped the weight, lowered it a little bit. But I'm going to figure that one out. It's something I want to play around with a little more. I like this thing. I've really started to enjoy this movement, which probably means I should just get my ring dips out, because that's essentially what this is, just a single arm ring dip. I should just get my rings and hook them up. But I lost one of the cables, or one of the straps to hook the rings up. It's up at my dad's house. I need to get the cable. This is essentially just a single arm dip. I can make this tougher with my own body weight and the rings. So again, something to work on, something I'm going to program. Only problem with ring dips is the straps always slice up your arm. If you've ever done ring dips with the straps, they always cut into you and rub your skin away. But I guess I could wear a shirt. Doesn't seem plausible, but I suppose I could figure that out. I went heavy on the dumbbell presses today. Got the 50s out. It's as heavy as I can go. That's all I have back here. But felt good. Shoulder feels really good, actually. So seated dumbbell press. For some reason, I haven't wanted to bench press at all, so that's why you didn't see any bench press in today's video. I don't really know what my mood or what my lifting attitude has been lately. I've been trying to experiment with things for some reason. Reinvent the wheel, of course, which is anytime you're bored, you try to reinvent the wheel. And that is what I'm out here doing. These workouts have still been good, though. Here's kind of that lawnmower row I was talking about. This might have been one of the earlier sets. I don't really see myself nailing the form. I was getting it. Finding that pause. It takes a couple sets for my brain to figure out what exactly I'm doing and actually contract and get a pump into that kind of that rear delt. But I think between this and the face pulls, my rear delts have been responding nicely. And my delts in general. So I'm keeping this one in the mix as well. Yeah, I don't really know what I am upset about in terms of my workouts. They've been okay. They've been good. My squats have been awesome. My legs have been sore for days. My whole deadlift situation sucks. I need to figure that out. So I need to rewrite, I guess, my hamstring posterior chain day. My deadlifts have been so terrible. I haven't been able to go heavy enough. They haven't been very effective. I don't know. I guess that's what I'm not feeling 100% dialed in terms of these workouts. But I feel good. I look good. Everything's going well. It's just mentally I feel bored and I feel kind of disheveled. So I'll figure it out. We'll get it dialed in. I will see you guys next week. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Peace.